Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Manor Lords. I hope you're all well. As you can see in the background there, after a fire, the house did burn down, but it's getting rebuilt. And I ended the last episode with a fire on the marketplace. They put it out really, really quick though. The well is right next to it. Weirdly, the well's right here and the house still burnt down, and that's our blacksmith, but we don't need it at the moment anyway. We've got a lot to do in the way that we need to go ahead and ramp up firewood, food and fuel for the months. Food I'm not too concerned about. We are going to run out of, obviously, the berries, though. That bandit camp has come at a perfect time because that's what we need to settle the next location as well. So what I'm going to do is just quickly... Well, we'll look at that in a moment. I am going to focus on the woodcutter, though. So we've got this storehouse under construction here. We're just looking. Planks and stuff are really good since we stopped making the shields for now. That's really good. We'll keep them coming though, and we'll keep planting the trees. As you can see now, this forest area has grown really, really nicely here. So we've got a whole zone that we can keep kind of logistically working on. So that also does mean I should probably grab this work area and just pop it over here. That works really well. We'll keep it there. We'll just keep a close eye on it because when that one runs out, we'll see. Keep the hunter camp going. So at the moment then, are we out? We're getting pretty low, so we're not even grabbing that either. So food is going to struggle a little bit. We'll have to see. We've got eggs still coming in as well. We've got a bit of veg still and some bread just in the surplus here. So what we need is these tier 3 housing. And if we hover over, pretty much everything is just waiting for beer only. Which I'm pretty sure we now have... We've run out, basically. Or Thomas is transporting something. But he's sick. Oh, I didn't even know that you could get sick. That's why you need this. So we're going to need that herb garden then. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. We're going to grab our armies. So we're going to test out probably... To be fair, I'm probably just going to grab those two. We'll rally these two up. We don't need more than that. We'll send those guys in. And yeah, we'll go wipe this one out. And I just want to say thank you as always, guys. If you just hit a little thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you aren't already, it's a massive help as we push towards that beautiful 10k subscribers. We're almost there. We are almost there. But yeah, army's looking really good. 108 on the population now, which is incredible. The only thing we needed to consider, I think we're okay there. That's all fallow. I don't know whether to change these up. Everyone's saying my fields are too small. Now, I agree, but at the same time, I'm okay with it because we can rotate them. So obviously, some of these we're keeping fallow for a while. We're going to have wheat next year there. Hopefully some barley there as well. Are we still in there? Cool. And we got a bit of flax in there. That one is paused at the moment, so we can start the linen process at some point as well. What I want, though, is to grab these two, and we're going to slowly walk them towards the bandit camp. And that's going to give us enough to then settle. So I'll keep the gold for myself. We're going to settle this region and hopefully grab what we have here. So that will be good. Food is still... Okay, 3 months. Perfect. We are in October, though. And it's just going to be the wood. So hopefully we can get this one done. I'm going to put that to very high. Blacksmith's back up and running as well. Tempted to pause it, though. Let's have a look. So we've got 13 sidearms, 20 war bows, loads of shields and spears. Yeah, let's pause... the blacksmith for now. Let's not use up any more ingredients that we don't need. We've only got 8 roof tiles, and that's not enough to actually do anything yet. If we hover over here, we've got just the 3 flax, so we're going to have to wait for the wheat. No more flour. We've got a little bit of grain, so we can turn on the bakery, actually, which is on. So that's good. We'll keep the bread coming in, and worst case... Oh, look at that. We got the regional wealth. We could obviously grab in this, and I did see a really cool way. So I was looking at the trading post. I'm just going to leave it to play slow. Going to keep one person in the trading post. And what I can do is unlock one of these really low trade things here. So at the moment, planks is probably a good shout, right? It's cheap. We're going to establish and we're going to export. We're going to try and make a bit of money. I'm pretty sure this means desired surplus. This is how many we'll have in stock. So I'm going to say 30. I think that's absolutely fine to have 30 surplus. And then we can sell some. Hopefully the traders come. So if we hover over the trader there, hopefully they come and buy something. Some of those planks, and we can get more regional wealth then over time a little bit quicker. And then I may even be able to start the taxing process as well. Where's my soldiers? They're on their way. They're probably pretty fatigued. The retinue are always fatigued, man. It's like they spend their whole time just boozing it up. Just spend a few minutes absorbing in how big our town is now. Oh, I love it. So, so good. So I think when you first start, I've now dawned on me, it's probably best just to smash in a whole big field and leave it fallow right from the moment you start, because it doesn't cost anything to build, right? So it kind of makes sense. What I'd like to do is see, can you expand a field? I don't think you can. You can obviously demolish, which I'm going to do, and then we're going to go into the flax field here. I know we were going on that spot, but what I want to do, I think I'm going to put it down to here. So we're going to have a whole flax field there, and that'll look really, really cool on the town. Next to these farm plots here, look, it kind of like feeds into the farmland. And then this, we're just going to keep fallow for now. The flax isn't massively important, so that's okay. Let's keep playing, though. We've got to be close to fighting now. Yep. So let's get our quick thingy out, and we're going to settle our next region, I think. I think we just made a little bit of thingy here as well. So they're coming in. I'm going to go with this spot here once more. Seems like a pretty good open field to kind of fight in. I think I might come this way, though, because there's a big hill here. And hopefully we can get a bit of this fatigue down a little bit. Should be a pretty straightforward fight anyway, so not too concerned. Yep, fatigue dropping just in time. So keep them balanced. And we're making a nice bit of wealth on the side. Look, this is perfect. So things you love to see. Right, we're going to send those guys in. And then I'm going to bring them. And we're going to get them in over here. I'm going to try and do it this way instead and see if they do kind of slam into their back. I'm not sure if they do yet. Should be a pretty straightforward fight, though, if I'm honest. Should be a nice, quick, swift camp kill. Yep, already failing. Nice. That spear militia's coming in pretty handy now. Beautiful. And we're making a good amount on the side. Lovely stuff. Right. Retinue, do you want to go and grab that bandit camp for me? And then you guys can come all the way home. And we're going to go back in. So if we just check, that should get, yeah, 35 planks. So we're always going to stay at 30 planks, right? Hopefully this timber patch now is going to be all that we need as well. And I had a bit of a theory that you could wall in your settlement by actually grabbing the manor, opening the castle planner, and building the walls and gates. But actually, I don't think you can go outside of this. That would have been super cool, though, if you could then end up walling your settlement. I'm sure walls might come eventually. Yeah, it's definitely a cool thing. So, all right, let's see how we're doing. I think our other storehouse is done, so I'm going to assign people to... The reason why you need to assign people to the storehouse is what I've noticed is because it helps with logistics. Now, we've got our 3 oxen, I should call them. So that's useful, but I don't know. They don't seem to use them for that. It's only for the logs, so we only need those for when we're building, I guess. Now, with the sales coming in from the planks, we can prop up the firewood or something with the marketplace as well. I had a little bit of an idea for my next series too. If anyone knows of any good websites that have Franconian 14th century map plans, I'd highly appreciate it if you could link that to me. I genuinely mean that, because I want to build like a historically accurate town on my next playthrough. I'm feeling like that would be a really, really cool idea. So, yeah, feel free to link those as well if anyone knows the history of it and all that sort of stuff as well. That'd be really, really wonderful. Even more frequent or recent, say, 17th, 18th century stuff, if they have that as well. I'm more than happy to follow along on those and try and build a settlement like that. Typically, though, it would be the church and manor house fairly central, right? Let's go grab this, though. This belongs to my treasury now. And then let's bring these guys back. And what we're going to do is go ahead and settle now. So, never done this. We're going to want to settle in a nice central location, right? But at the same time, we're mainly going to be here for the food right now. So let's go with over here. So, what's this? Starting supply. Oh, wow. Whoa, no way. Look at this. So when you settle then, you're going to be able to eventually select what type of settlement it's going to be. Obviously, for the sake of this, it's just going to be a town. So we start off with a little bit of food. We're going to go with a modest town setup here. So we're going to have to manage 2 now. That's okay, though. I'm going to have them pretty independent of each other. So we're going to basically pause up and start this off as if we were in our own little settlement, right? So we're going to start straight away with, actually, the roads. So let's bring some basics from here. We'll go to the clay pit. We'll have the stone. And then we're going to bring this through the forest to the berries. This one to the hunter's camp. We're not going to be able to do them yet, but the main plan is going to be to build this out to basically bring us in some stone, and then we'll cart it across as well. So I'm pretty sure then, I'm not sure if you can transfer army or people, actually. That might be something later on. But what we'll do is start straight away with a logging camp. And we're going to want to clear out a fair bit of this forest. Now, I'll also check how the farm are here. So we'll go logging camp. Then we'll go into this. So this is a good rye zone. Emma, not so... we got a good bit there, actually. So that's good. I think we'll get in some of these straight away. I'm going to go with a pretty big. So we'll go with probably 1 Morgan. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Why won't it let me put that down then? Pretty sure it's because I don't have a farmhouse, right? We're going to have that low priority. And then see if I can then do it. I'm not sure if it is a thing because of that. It might be, so we might need to come back to that. That's fine. Right, logging camp. We're going to slowly play this then. So the management's going to get a little bit harder here, but that is okay. At least when you're in your region, it does tell you what you have for this region. You've only got the 1 livestock. It's nice and easy to manage that way. We're going to leave that there for now. We don't need to worry about that. And I'm going to start the residential. So, residential. To be fair, that's a really good stone patch too. Where do we want our residential area? I don't mind knocking down some of the trees here. So we've got clay there. I think coming through here is going to be a good start. But we're not going to have the logs, actually. So we're going to need to factor that in. So we're going to have to build our first home based on that. And then we'll get that going. So we'll start the slow process of that. Logging camp is already in. So we'll get 1 worker working that as well. Or 2. Just to kind of hammer those in. And officially 2 settlements, man. Check me out. I think it's okay to probably, to be fair, go ahead and do this. So we want the granary relatively close. We don't have what we need, though. Let's get that very high priority. Let's check in over here as well. So we're going to... God, taking over the whole map is going to be insane, isn't it? Right, let's get those disbanded. And those... they're on their way back. They're almost there. We'll get those disbanded in a minute as well. Then how many houses do we have? So 32. I think we're maxed now on our living. I'm not going to expand just yet, though. I'm going to keep calm because we've got to keep in mind the rate in which we're going to be grabbing this. Let's see what these guys are doing then. The warehouse workers. I'm hoping that they're bringing stuff across. Transporting hides. Okay, so they are working. Good. And first house already going in. How are we looking over here? So 1 more timber. Let's get 2 people assigned to the logging camp. And let's continue getting in the absolute basics of our housing and our second settlement. So I think I'm going to plot too small. I need to come a little bit higher then. I'll come this way. I should be able to plot the fields now as well. Still waiting for logs. What are you guys up to? There we go. Second burgage plot going in. Let's slow it down. And let's see if we can now put the field in because we've got the farmhouse. We should be able to. Let me build small fields here, guys. I think the maximum might be a certain size then. Let's try it. Let's try that. I think it doesn't like me across this main road then. So if we turn off snap here, I'm going to bring it up this way. There we go. It's not very big, but we'll start getting that nice and fallow. That's a shame. I really wanted to come off that main road. No problem. We'll snap up this way. And we'll get another field there. We'll start getting fallow fields on the go. So this one's going to be major farming, hopefully. We can get the food going. And then for food for this part, we're going to have to prop them up for the months here. So it's quite late. They've got plenty of fuel, so we don't need to worry about that. 14 months of fuel, so all we need to do is worry about food for the time being. So I'm going to get a berry gatherer. Probably straight in over here at the moment, though. Too steep, eh? Interesting. Let's get that snapped. Get the berry gatherer nice and close to town, and then that should be okay. And then meat is going to be another one over here as well, so we'll get that in after. And I'm going to let the timber just kind of build its way up. Let's see what we're working with. 20 stone, plenty of that, and plenty of firewood, so we can kind of leave those. When we get the timber in, though, we do need to keep on top of these housing as well, so there's going to be a lot of expansion that we need to do. The first row is definitely going to come up this way, though. And I want them to be big enough to house the 2, so... kind of tempting to go all the way around. That would be cool. Let's just go here, though, for now. Perfect. Oh, fire broke out. No, the market. No, no, no. Come on, guys. To the well. There they go. I'll get a screenshot of that, though. Not good. Come on, guys. This happened last time. They did manage to put it out before it spread, though. It's weird because it's hammering down with rain as well. I'm not quite sure how the fire started, but looks like they're going to put it out just in time. Yeah, perfect. Right, how are we looking? So we're still on 2 months of stuff. That hasn't kind of ramped up yet. I'm not sure whether we need to go ahead and get in. Oh, another firewood thingy just popped up, though. So that might be what we need to make sure everyone gets what they need. So the housing at the moment, it's just one house that hasn't got fuel, I think. Oh, no, we got a couple over there as well. Food, same. I think it's because they're not populated, though. But clothing's looking really good. All right, if we want to max out our army here, then it's time to, once again, get some more housing in. And it's going to have to come this way. But as I say, I'm quite scared of doing so. I think we'll just get in. I kind of want this to be its own little house. How is that not enough garden space, though? That's frustrating. It might be if I do this. There we go. We'll rotate that one. We'll get a house right in there. That's going to look really cool to fill that gap in. And then I think I want one over here. This one is going to be big enough, hopefully, to do what we need. Let's rotate it around. So that one is what we want. So we want the extra slot plus the garden. So can we do the same, but in a different position, though? I don't think so. That's going to be the best for it then. We'll get 2 more houses in and we'll start getting that slightly larger around here. Can't get over the speed. That granary is unfortunately not able to move either. So I think we're going to get in another granary here and get that changed. So granary wise then, berries are over here, meat is over here, and farmland is over here. We can rebuild the granary that is over here, but it's a little bit far away. So I think I want to bring it slightly more central here now. And I'm thinking over here, and we're getting a nice amount of money in now. To be fair, guys, it's looking really, really good. So regional wealth is looking healthy. Let's see if there's any more plots we can kind of upgrade. But main thing is going to be working on getting this ground good. So I think we'll go fallow. Then it's going to be flax over here. And then we need to get the animal trader into. Right, we're in November and we've only got the 1 month's worth of fuel. So I'm not sure whether I need to get another. I'm going to do it just in case. We're going to get another firewood splitter. I don't think you can upgrade that one. Yeah, they're all so busy with it. We could also get another person working the storehouse just in case, and then we'll get that one as the highest priority. Just ramp that up. It's because it doubles in winter as well. So let's go back to Goldhof here and let's check in. So we've got a nice amount of logs. And we should now have... All right, Forager's Hut under construction. So let's get that bumped because we've only got 3 months of fuel. And then we'll leave those fallow. We're looking good still there. And let's go ahead. So you'll see the fuel halved because of the winter. It will change back again afterwards as well. But what we're going to do in the first few plots is actually go ahead and we're going to spend 2 of them straight on chicken. So we're going to get some eggs on the go here. I think that's probably really sensible. And then we'll continue on. So our first 5 row is going to be over here, to be fair. Probably get them both in with this one. So let's rotate this around, see what we get. Not quite. I think we're slightly too far there. So I'll do one at a time if I'm being sensible then. Get a nice plot for this one. And there we go. There's our 5 housing over here as well. That should be good. And let's not forget our wells also. So we'll get one right here. And we'll get another one over... Where's some industry going to go? So I think I'll loop this around and we'll get a bit of industry over here. Not enough goods just yet, though. So let's work on looping that round now, then. There we go. A nice road coming through. I think I want to... I don't want to bring that through the stone because I don't know how it affects. But we've also got... What's that? 165 clay, 95 iron, a 40 out of 40 there. We just need this construction to finish to get the food going because that's getting a little bit low over here as well. Our firewood, too. And let's plot our first marketplace. Where do we want this one to go? It doesn't need to be big. So let's go ahead and just plonk it there. So 6 stalls right there. First little marketplace. Hopefully that'll bring in something. And then we'll keep the logs coming. I think I'll get in a firewood splitter just in case. So maybe... I didn't want it there though. Let's go to farmland. Let's get a firewood splitter over here. I think might get the industry, a little chunk of industry here because we've got stone and clay and then get some housing up this way as well. That could look really cool. The only downside is the fields here. There's actually a flax area there as well. It's not amazing here. I won't lie to you. I don't think there's much in the way of anything else. We're really good for rye though. And a good section for wheat as well. Yeah, we don't want to build on this section at all then. We've got a chunk down there we could scale towards as well. Ideally, want them close enough to these, right? So actually, I'm just thinking the main road comes through here. We should probably connect our roads up. There is a river. I'm not sure if it builds a... Don't think it builds a bridge, actually. Unfortunately. All right, Woodcutter's Lodge has finished. Let's get two people straight in there. Let's try and ramp this up. Not looking good on the front of firewood, actually. Food, we're in November. That's not looking good either, is it? All right, I think to prop us here, we're going to need some kind of berries, some kind of rampage on eggs in some of these plots then. All right, we have a tier 2 over here, and we have one over here. So let's get some chickens on that one. Get that to the highest priority. We just need to get through. I'm going to go ahead and spend some of my regional wealth now and get in a food cart. And I don't think we're going to go firewood. We're going to go just food. We're going to continue to sell the planks wherever possible. And we could potentially grab another trade route. The only thing I'm thinking is if we need this regional wealth for the food to come in. Let's take a look, though. We could always get in, set up a trade route for wheat. Import prices heavily... quite high, though. Hey, Goldhoff got new family members to join. I'm going to establish a trade route here, and we're going to import, let's say, 2 wheat. We don't want to spend much. It's going to cost us a fortune. So when the traders come, we're going to import 2 wheat, and then we're going to get the windmill on, and hopefully bake. So I'll keep someone in the communal oven. And Goldhoff has now grown, and it gets its own points. Okay, so over here, then, we can be sensible with this. What we want to do is grab in... sheep breeding. Sheep grazing on pastures slowly multiply. Or an orchardry produces apples. Takes a while to get that going, though. I think we're going to try out this apiary here. And then we might need a packing cart to bring some food over from here to keep our other one alive. Let's go into food. I think we have apiaries here. They cost planks, though. Ah, okay. In that case, let's get the saw pit in the kind of down and ready. And then let's get someone assigned to the forager's hut. ×2, actually. Let's pick all these berries so they're good. It says they're seasonal, but there is 64 on there still. And then back over here, hopefully this can ramp up now. Let's check where they are. All right, all transporting. And let's get the food cart to the highest priority here. 2 months, though. We're still surviving on that. November, that takes us to January. And firewood should be fine. The marketplace is growing massively now. Got a couple of abandoned food stores because we don't have any food in at the moment. And Goldhoff running out of fuel. So we're actually, safe to say, pushing our luck here. All right, how are we looking? Running out of fuel? No, you're not. Stop lying. Marketplace is going in. We just need them to actually get the fuel in. That's why. All right. Woodcutter's Lodge. Let's get that up high. Let's get you pretty low on the saw pit, and then we'll get the apiaries in then. You're about to transfer some logs. Lovely. And how's the berries looking? Food's good. It's just the fuel then. So please, please, please. Tell you what. Go down to 1 in there. Everyone's kind of switching to clothing stores in Wallbrand as well. All right, just slowly watching them build the Woodcutter's Lodge here. I just want to know, guys, if the graphics look slightly better now. So I put a bit of sharpening on. I thought they looked amazing anyway. I don't want to overdo it. So let me know if you can see the difference there. I think I can. I've put some medium sharpening on because I thought it looks really crisp. And I think it does. I think the trees are looking a little bit better. But if it's too much, let me know. The best, I guess, show you like that. Or go down into visit mode and see if that you can kind of see the difference. I think you can. There's a slight less blur on it, right? But yeah, hopefully we'll get some wood in here. It seems pretty sunny for November, I won't lie to you. All right, we're back up to 2 months now. I think we have finally, thank goodness, got ourselves some firewood, and food should be okay from the food cart. Yep, there's a bit of bread coming in. It's costing us, obviously, the regional wealth. We'll get rid of that once we're back into the swing of things. Getting this tier 3, though, and a bit of beer is going to be really, really useful. So I think making sure that this year we're getting a good amount of thingy. I wish there was a way of seeing the fertility a little bit better. So all of these, then, in theory, can go to wheat for this year. I'm going to turn off the rotation. I know that they're there, but we're not in a position until we start ploughing them to do that. So at the moment, we're not going to touch that one. I think barley, it might be okay to grab barley on that one. So we'll go fallow. We're going to go all in on some... oh, no, that's barley. So let's go wheat, because that's 41% there. And we're going to go high priorities on the wheat. And then everything else should be good. There'll be no flax coming in, but that should be fine. And what we'll make sure we're doing here is getting that completely full, but pausing it. So once we get into like March, I'll turn that one on, flip them over from everything else, and go from there. Let's just see who's in what at the moment, though, because I think when we've upgraded and kind of done that, not many people are good. Got a bit of wheat coming in now. We'll keep that going. We should be able to get the food in from the communal oven as well. So that should be pretty good. We'll see, though. All right, we have spare houses now over here, too, so that's also going to grow us. And then over in a gold Hof, we also have stuff finally working. So let's get Woodcutter's Lodge kind of ramped up. And then let's now go into the logistics side. So we're going to want a storehouse. I think the storehouse is okay to go here. But what I'm going to do is also go around this bad boy. Kind of bring... Yeah, that's kind of made a nice natural road. These are obviously going to go at some point. That hitching post needs to move. So let's pop the hitching post over here as well. And there we go. A nice little settlement already over here. So I want to try and pull in one family over here as well. And we're going to keep these tier 1 as much as possible. You might not agree with me, but that's what we're going to do. I think I want to bring this a little bit higher. I want to be able to make the house over here. Kind of want it, maybe not. We're going to need a little bit of a snapping point here. And that means they can upgrade plus have that. So let's go this side of the market here as well. So we're going to be a bit more dense over here with how it is around the market. And Waldbrand is still getting people in as well, which we need to be careful of. If you zoom out to the world map, you can press T and it'll take you across to the one you're hovering over. It'll take you straight to the town centre as well, which is ideal. Oh, I think we're going to see it through okay over here. It's weird because we've got loads of firewood in, but just nothing that's kind of working. I think I need to turn this back on. There's a lot of travel time between the windmill and the communal oven, right? So I think it would be also very sensible to demolish this windmill and bring it a little bit closer. I hope you guys agree with me. Windmill efficiency is obviously improved out in a big field. It's not as efficient there. Ah, interesting. But logistically, it's not working, right? Maybe the communal oven moves. It's one of the two. I don't know. For now, we'll just deal with the logistic issues with that one. We seem to be hovering okay with regional wealth, with us selling planks and buying in food here. So there's a bit of bread for everyone, which is good. It's kind of keeping us alive right now. A little bit of meat and a little bit of eggs as well. So over here, we're seeing some eggs come in now. And we should start to see some berries. Take a look. Yep, transporting and setting up our marketplace for food now as well, which is great. So we've got some berries and stuff in there. And a firewood stall. Very nice. So it's just fuel then that's coming in here. If we can get one family moving in, we'll get them on the firewood here, and that'll see us through the winter for sure. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to see us through anyway, though. So we're getting a good surplus of timber now. So what I'm going to do is pop 2 people in there, but pause the farmhouse, same as before, and get those ready to get this going when they need it. Not going to be for a year or 2 anyway. We're going to survive off the berries and hunting for the time being. I think it's important to pick correctly in your development tree. Yeah, so I would say, obviously in our other settlement, let's go across to... Oh, can you click that yet? I don't think you can. Let's go over here, and we'll go into our Waldbrand settings here. So at the moment, we've got the heavy plow, which we need to upgrade for our farms this year, right? Which is going to be really good. And bring crops back to storage more efficiently. That could ramp us up quite well. But yeah, we went into some weird ones. That's coming pretty handy. That one's okay, but we need to be focused in a little bit more. Like this one, doubles the amount of meat harvested by hunters and butchers from goat pens. So getting a goat pen and ordering in, that might be a good idea as well. But yeah, look at the crispness on that graphics. I think that has helped. And there we go. We're getting in some grain. Lovely stuff. So on our farmhouse then, if I just unpause that a second. Advanced threshing, permanent livestock assigned. I'm going to assign one of our oxen to this. How do I upgrade it? Did I already do it? Unless it's automatic and we didn't need to upgrade it because we've got that through our point. Let's see. We'll see when we go into that. I think the snow's about to start, though. Oh, look at this quaint little settlement, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Nice little farming village, actually. Like, so when you zoom out, so I was saying it carves out a like map layout. Look at this. It's carved out our road network and map layout too. Super cool. So it looks like they just kind of cross over inside the river from the roads anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. We'll also, when we've got the surplus, look at how we do the transferring. At the moment, I'm keeping it pretty simple, though. I need to stop making sure... Basically, we need to keep low-level workers in our town as well. So if I just press tab here, we can see we've still got some tier 1s. So we need to make sure they're being upgraded to maybe have more stuff in them. So we need to start spending on these. So I think we have a stupid amount of leather. So getting a bunch of eggs in is going to be pretty important. So we're going to go ahead and turn these into little farm plots over here. That does mean our regional wealth is down, but hopefully we can set up a new trade route soon. We're still okay on planks, and we'll look towards something else we can sell. We actually have a lot of firewood, but it doesn't seem to be. Let's see what market stalls they have. So I think they have clothing. That's fine. We can... They're clothiers. What about in you? Still trying to figure out all these logistics here to make sure we're not overdoing it. I think we grew pretty rapidly, as you can see, so we need to be careful of that as well. I think we should probably go ahead and get in a well this way. Maybe over... Oh, we could squeeze one. Been nice to squeeze one in here. Might just go here then. In case we get a fire, we'll be covered in this little area as well. Alright, more chickens are in then. And this one here, we don't even have anyone in yet. Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's get this one put in when we can afford it as well. I think I might get more vegetable gardens as well. They come in pretty handy if you get a few. They don't last very long. But during the good months, it does help. Be nice if you could build full farmlands of vegetables as well. I'm sure that will come at some point. Alright, if we go into trade then, there's also this livestock trading post, right? So, livestock trading post. Where do I want to put this one? It's bigger than you think, actually. Probably want to come out this way. I don't think it fits there. That well might need to move. We also don't want it over there, because I know... Yeah, let's go on this edge here. So on the corner, we'll get a livestock trading post as well. We're bringing in regional wealth. I'm not going to spend it because we're going to still get the food from the food cart. So I'm going to make sure we're okay on that. And then we'll go back over to Goldhof and we'll check in real quick. So we still don't have the family, but they will come in really, really soon. We're still looking okay on that one. And I'll keep the firewood going as well. So we should see... Cute little marketplace there. I think I'm going to get another house right here as well. And then that'll kind of cut it for our residential over here, I think. If I can get them a nice business of some kind out here. I think that works a little bit nicer, right? No, we want them to be able to get business. So let's kind of take that off a second. Yeah, I prefer that. So we'll go in there. Get a bit more obscure so their gardens are kind of overlapping. I think that looks good. And the storehouse is now complete. Lovely. I won't be putting people in there just yet until we get another family in. When another family comes, we'll be good. And I should be able to survive. I think we'll be good, though. Berry deposit still lasting quite well through this month. So we should be okay. And the well is in over here. Beautiful. How are we looking over here? So this house completed now. I think we'll expand that living space straight away. The only thing we need to consider is how well our timber's holding on with everything we're kind of doing here. I think at the moment we're okay with just the 2 in the log. It says they've got a market stall. What are you working on at the market? Huh. Firewood, I guess. I don't know. Lovely to see the bread coming in, though. Buying that wheat in has come in clutch, actually. It's made us survive, so I think we'll be fine. There's the livestock trading post now as well. So what we're going to want to do, I think, is set up... I think we can start... I might even sell the horse. I'm not even sure what we need it for at the moment. I don't know whether we can breed them. We have a pasture. Sheep and lambs. So we can't do... We can't seem to do anything with the horses as far as I'm aware. Let me know on that one, guys. If we can't, then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. It's not a lot, but... So desired surplus will have 0. Hopefully we'll sell that one out when the trader comes. We might need to get a person in here. Pasture space 4, stable space 2. So we may even get in our first sheep as well, but I'm going to wait until the new year. Lambs are a little bit cheaper, actually. But yeah, we'll get rid of the horse for now, and we'll get our little bit of wealth back. Although we're making it in from the planks again, aren't we? We're looking pretty healthy. All right, December is upon us. 2 months. Oh, 4 months of fuel. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. So we just need food. I think the bread is still good. Animal deposit's looking good as well, so we should start to see some meat coming in. And then Goldhof is also looking fabulous as well. So I think we're going to see that through nice and easy. And I can continue to expand a housing where possible as well. Yep, slow and steady wins the race over here then. We don't need to worry about anything over here. We should see when this gets over 50, that should fix itself. And then we'll leave that one going. I'm going to try and build that one nice and slow. This is 100% still my main focus, right? Oh, just on the point where you're saying they work the gardens, I just want to point out, even with chickens, they work the gardens. There you go. So even though she's a firewood cutter, she still needs to go out and feed the chickens as well. So there is a little bit of time they waste there. So it's the same. No matter what you put in the garden, they have to spend time tending to it. So it's worth just keeping that in mind. It doesn't matter what you put in. The eggs are probably the most efficient for food early on, though. Vegetables, not so much. They do come in, though. They do come in. They're just not as good. I guess if they have a bigger garden, they get more veg. I don't know. All right, Goldhof is struggling with supplies getting damaged as well. So we probably need to get our food supplies in. So let's go ahead and get in our granary here. Did we put one in? I can't even remember if we bloody put one in. No, we're good. I'm going to pop it over here. That's like the perfect spot in between our berries and our farms. So I'll get that one highest priority now with our one builder, and then we'll let this one kind of build up. There we go. There is so much to manage now. The game kind of goes crazy when you take a second settlement, doesn't it? I almost want to manage them separately, though, altogether as well. We're going to bring in the stone, I think, from over here, though. 1,060. So we're going to bring in that stone over to here. So we're going to hopefully get the mining going. I'm pretty sure you can package stuff. Yeah, this one, pack station. Send and receive goods between this and another region in your command. So I just bumped my mic. Sorry about that. Employ mules to transport up to 20 goods per trip. Yeah, we can grab the mules and get stone transferred across. All right, I'm going to import 2. So we're going to grab... let's go with 1 because we don't want to spend all... No, we can afford it. Let's grab 2 sheep. And then we're going to build our sheep farm. Where do I want the sheep farm now? Needs to be by this grazing pasture, right? Farming is kind of going up here. So let's pop the sheep farm over this way. And we have a stupid amount of warbows now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause up the warbow production as well. Where are you? I think you're over here, aren't you? So Fletcher's workshop, we're going to pause as well. All right, we have 1 month of fuel over here. So I'm just going to see what we can do to bring that back up. I think our storehouse needs someone in it. So I'm going to reduce the logging camp. So we've got 1 person transporting for that. We're going to have the storehouse leveled, and then we can keep building our granary as well. How many berries have we got? So berry deposit has now finished. So food, we have 3 months though. We might need to go ahead and build the hunter's cabin here. I think we should be seeing some eggs keep us ticking over there as well. So let's get the hunter's camp built. We'll get that nice out in the woods over there as well. And I think we'll actually switch this up to the highest priority. Lower the granary below it. Perfect. Actually, we may as well get that done because the goods are already in there. No, they're not. Cool. Guys, the beautiful new settlement. We've taken it easy, but we are developing really, really well. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't. Also, keep the tips coming. And if you want to support me that little bit extra, do consider becoming a member on Patreon or a member on the channel as well. As always, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.